What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy Run. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Today we back at it again with another banging video, and today's video is going to be about Q&A part number 13. And I've been doing Q&A for quite a while now, and now I'm kind of like just doing Q&As whenever I'm getting like a lot of questions and stuff like that. So I try to get as many questions as I can. I try to get not too many questions, because if I get too many questions, the video is just going to be super long. So I try to select just a few questions, like a few recent questions, and then I answer those. So that's what the video is going to be about today. So make sure that y'all stay tuned, and make sure that y'all actually like, subscribe, share this video, man. Y'all know I do love and appreciate y'all for that. If you're a new subscriber or a new viewer to this channel, I want to thank you for even stopping by, taking your time to actually stop by to check out my channel. And if you're an OG, man, if you've been rocking with the kids since day one, I do love and appreciate the fact that you're still on this channel, just showing some love and appreciation. So the first, from Low Key Since Birth, it says, always dope content. How long into the journey did you notice your vellus hair start to turn darker and firmer? So I'm guessing you're asking how long did my how long did my vellus hair turn terminal, which is the question you're asking. Now, to be honest, for me, like I say, man, I know when I tell people I'm slow getting it, they probably look at me like, no, you're not. You growing darker hair now, blah blah blah. But it's like, bro, like it took me a while. Like the longer, like that period of time that it took me to see darker hair, somebody else would already had a beard by then. Just because, you know what I'm saying, like my genetics is just not great whenever it comes to growing a beard. That's why it took me a while. Like for me to see darker hair. Now, remind you, when I started my first journey, I saw hair growing on my 3rd month. Now, darker hair started growing like my 8th, like after my shedding phase. My shedding phase was around 6 months. But around my 8th month, that's when I started noticing darker hair. And some people notice darker hair in 6 months, in 4 months. But for me, it was like 8 months. It took me a while. And I was doing everything that I was supposed to do. But after 8 months, I started noticing darker hair. As far as terminal hair, I started noticing that like after my 1 year. Like after I did my 1 year, I started noticing how like firmer my hair started becoming. And I was just like, you know what? Like I even like trimmed it down and everything. Like after 1 year, I started trimming down my beard just to see where my weak areas are, just to see if I'm like developing darker and firmer hair, which I was actually developing in about a year or so into the journey. But as for you, you know what I'm saying, like it might not even take you that long to see terminal hair. It might take you a little less than a year, but it all depends on you. It all depends on your genetics, because we are all different. Second question comes from Hector JL. It says, I want to, but I'm nervous to use it because I read it can give you heart problems, LOL. Now here's the thing. Don't be nervous if you're gonna hop on this journey. Like, you gotta have a purpose on why you really hop on this journey, bro. Like, you need to take at least a chance. Now, if you take a chance and then you notice, okay, yeah, I'm noticing certain side effects, whatever, then you can decide to either stop or to slow down to like, instead of doing twice a day, maybe do it once a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta kind of play around with the system, because believe it or not, man, like if you're gonna grow a beard with the Minoxidil, like it's gonna be a journey. It's gonna take a long time, but it's gonna be worth it. So if you're gonna be out there and like listen to everybody, oh, well, it gave me heart problems, it gave me this, it gave me that, you never know. It might not happen to you. Certain people that got on the Minoxidil did not experience any side effects. Mainly the people that's using like the foam version, because the liquid version tends to be a bit strong. You know what I'm saying, just due to everyone has been on liquid. I've also used the liquid for about 3 months, and I noticed that it was a little stronger than the foam as far as the side effects. You know what I'm saying? With the foam, I was not experiencing side effects at all. Maybe like a slight headache here and there, but that was about it. But the liquid, that fatigue hit me so hard. I was like, man, I can't believe I'm getting tired every day. And then like a puffy face, all that stuff happened from the liquid. So if you're afraid of heart problems and stuff like that, I would say before you even like, just don't try it. Why don't you try it first? See if it's gonna work out for you. Start with the foam, which has less side effects according to a lot of the people. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no scientific evidence that shows that, but just due to people experiencing it, they notice that the foam has less side effects. So I would say start with the foam, my guy, and maybe you're gonna be on the right track. All right, next question from Mario Fibonacci. Question: say I only use Minoxidil for 6 months, then stop. Would I be able to grow hair the same as if I didn't use Minoxidil at all? Just wondering, because I know I'll be able to grow one later on, but I want to speed it up. I'm just worried that if something goes wrong and I stop taking it, my soon to come gains will be altered somehow by the chemical, and that I won't be able to grow one. Love your contact, man. Quality. So here's the thing, Mario. If you get on this minoxidil for 6 months or even more than that, and you notice that your hair started growing and stuff like that, number one, the best thing that you already did was develop those hair follicles that, you know what I'm saying, that's just there, because before the minoxidil, you didn't have any hair over there. Like, you didn't have anything before the minoxidil. So, you know what I'm saying, just the fact that you hop on the minoxidil, you notice that you have hair follicles now, like pushing their hair to come out and stuff like that. And then if you stop, now I would say that if you stop, let's say if something comes up and you're not applying the minoxidil anymore, if you stop, right, necessarily, like, I mean, not everything's gonna fall off at once. Maybe the weaker hair, like the vellus hair, is probably gonna fall off, but you know what I'm saying, like the hair roots are still gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It might get weaker and weaker and weaker over time, but if you're gonna take off, let's say for a while, at least you wanna strengthen your hair follicles, like the roots and everything, by using like natural oils, natural ingredients. Just strengthen that, so that way when you're ready to get back on the minoxidil, you're gonna get back on track. You're not gonna have to wait a longer time like it took you to see those gains, because you created the foundation of your beard. It is gonna come out faster, but just make sure that you stay consistent when you get back. Apply the same way you did twice a day and everything, and you're gonna see that you're gonna get a much faster coverage versus when you like had first started. So just quick advice for you, my guy. If you're gonna take a break from minoxidil, make sure that you're nourishing your hair at least with some natural ingredients. Stay away from chemicals that's gonna damage your hair growth. Next question. Mustang 13990 says, will hair fall off if one discontinues minoxidil? Here's the thing. Now, if you stop the minoxidil, number one, if your hair is vellus, if your hair is still weak, if you're still not where it needs to be, then yes, it will fall off. Maybe not the same day, maybe not the same week or the same month, but over time you will start to lose gains after gains after gains after gains, just due to the fact your hair roots are not as firm, as strong yet, and your hair is just not terminal. So if you want to discontinue minoxidil, I would advise you to stay on the product at least until your hair turns terminal, and then you can discontinue by slowly stopping the amount of minoxidil you use a day, the amount of times you apply it, just slowly stopping it, because you don't want to stop cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to slowly ease your way to the minoxidil just for better results. So if your hair is terminal and you're thinking about discontinuing, you're gonna be fine. But if your hair is still vellus, if it's still weak, if it doesn't have that hard core yet, then most likely you're gonna lose your gains over time, little by little. The next question comes from Troop Henry. I hope I'm pronouncing your names right. I'm not really good with names, so I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. And Troop Henry says, should you take it after eating or before, or it doesn't matter? Now, I'm pretty sure we're talking about a minoxidil here. As far as the minoxidil, when you wake up, let's say, I don't think it matters when you take it. But for me, I prefer to, if I'm going to apply it twice a day, I prefer to apply it in the morning and I prefer to apply it at night. Now, some people apply after 12 p.m., which now is like around, you're going in the afternoon and evening type of time now. For me in the morning, I like to apply anytime before 12, even if it's 11, even if it's 10. So that way I know I applied it in the AM, and then I apply once in the PM. Now, as far as before eating, after eating, that really does not matter. Most likely for me, before I apply the minoxidil, I make sure I take a shower first. So if I showered before I eat, then I apply the minoxidil before I eat. But then if I showered after I ate, then I apply it after I ate. So it really doesn't matter. I just normally apply after I just take my shower, like first in the morning. That's when I do my that's when I apply my minoxidil. But then before I go to sleep, also I make sure that I wash my face or take a shower or whatever it is. Just make sure you have a clean face, everything clean before you go and take that before you apply that minoxidil before you go to sleep. Same guy again. Troop Henry, is it safe to use? Any side effects? Now, minoxidil, it is safe to use, especially if you're going to start on the 5% minoxidil, because it is FDA approved. Being that the labs, you know what I'm saying, they have approved it. You can use it. It is safe to use. You will not die. But there are some side effects. It depends on your genetics, because not everyone on the minoxidil actually experience side effects. So you might not, or you might experience the side effects, but I can tell everybody, if you're scared, if you're afraid to see the side effects or whatever the case is, try to start with the 5% foam. That is what I recommend for people that's afraid of side effects, because that minoxidil have shown the least side effects versus the liquid, which have shown the most side effects. So it is safe to use, but as far as the side effects, you just never know as long as you try it out first. But then try it out on the safe side. If you don't like the foam version, if you're not seeing many gains, maybe jump on the liquid. And at that time, probably your body's going to get used to the minoxidil already, and you might not see any side effects. So that is your answer. The side effects, I don't know, man. It's going to depend on you and on which type of minoxidil you're going to start out with and what your genetics are looking like. I mean, what your genes are looking like. Next question from Yvonne Hernandez, or Ivan. I'm sorry, like I said, if I'm pronouncing your names wrong or right. I'm not good with names. All right, just remember that. You say, love the content, so it's fine if I put some black castor oil first, then 1 hour later put the minoxidil. If you're gonna hop on the minoxidil journey, then I would advise you to start with the minoxidil first. Later on, after 4 hours of the minoxidil, you can go ahead and apply the Jamaican castor oil or whatever castor oil that you're using, just the simple castor oil. Apply it, it's fine. The reason why you don't want to apply the castor oil first, because now, the castor oil normally, when you're on the minoxidil journey, plays a role as far as nourishing your hair. Nourishing your hair, like, let's say if, because sometimes the minoxidil will dry out your skin. So you will need something to moisturize the hair, to nourish the hair, to enhance the hair, so that way it doesn't get damaged by the dryness of your skin. So that's why it's important, if you're gonna get on this journey and you're gonna use the castor oil, I will use, like, if I were you, I would use it after minoxidil. Now, if you want to use it before minoxidil, go ahead, use that. It's not gonna be as beneficial as if you will use it after the minoxidil. So if I were you, minoxidil first, then after you apply the castor oil. But remember, apply the castor oil at least 4 hours after the minoxidil. Last but not least, from DM, man, look, I don't know who DM is, but shout out to you. It says the run for 2024. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Trump is out of office. We got Biden in now. 2024, you already know who's gonna be in there. It's gonna be. I'm playing with y'all, man, but I do appreciate the comment from DM, man. 2024, here we come. But anyway, man, I do love and appreciate y'all. Thank y'all again for just watching this video all the way to the end. If you made it to the end, you are the real MVP, and I do encourage you on your minoxidil journey. Just keep grinding on this journey, man. This journey is not going to be an easy journey. It's going to take a long time, but only the true ones will survive, man. Only the true warriors will survive. So if you're thinking about starting this journey, if you haven't started the journey yet, I do encourage you to start it already, because the earlier, the faster you start, the better later on is going to be for you, versus waiting a longer time and then you just get older. We just get older every day. So the earlier you apply it, the more beneficial it's going to be for you along the way. Anyway, if you guys have not followed the boy on Instagram, make sure y'all do so at @itsTheRun_. And if you guys have not joined my minoxidil group page on Facebook, make sure y'all join the team, man. So that way you guys are able to upload your gains and just share some ideas, share some content that you guys want to share. And you know what I'm saying? I don't mind if you guys promote like your channels and stuff like that. I mean, as long as it's minoxidil related or beer related, I don't mind if you guys do that. But let's just make sure that we are following the guidelines that I've set for the page. Do love and appreciate y'all, man. Hope to see you guys soon. I'm out.